Riri Williams has her own live-action show on Disney Plus now. Let's do a recap on how we got here. She made her first live-action appearance in Wakanda Forever in 2022. The character's superhero name is Ironheart, played by Dominique Thorne. This young lady, born in 1997, has the role of a lifetime. In both the comics and the MCU, she's inspired by Tony Stark. And like him, she's going to rely on her intellect and technology to fight against the bad guys. And Marvel has already given us several similarities between the characters Riri and Tony. In Iron Man Part 1, in Tony's cave scene, he can be seen hammering out his armor. In Wakanda Forever, Riri did something very similar. In Iron Man Part 1, Tony has some goofy mistakes early in his process. As you might expect, Riri has some goofy mistakes early in her process too. In Iron Man 1, we see Tony's internal reaction on his first flight. Like, seriously bruh, how cool is this? And of course in the Wakanda trailer, we get to see Riri do something very similar. In his fictional biography, Tony Stark attended MIT. In her fictional biography, Riri Williams will be attending MIT. In this video, we're going to talk about how MIT has embraced Riri Williams in real life and show a special project they worked on in her honor. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Comic Power, and in this special episode, we're going to talk about Riri Williams in honor of her live-action web series on Disney Plus. There are 6 episodes to this web series that dropped in June of 2025. Warning for mild spoilers. If you missed it, I made a previous video about Riri Williams asking why is she controversial as I break down her origin and history in the comics. See the link in the description. As for MIT, for those who never heard of it, it stands for Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's a very highly prestigious university of higher learning. This is an aerial view of the campus. There's a lot of big minds that come out of MIT, but one of the things they're best known for is robotics. That's a fully functional robotic cheetah there you see. And here are some more robotic mini versions that are controlled by remote control. You know those people in the background who don't look thrilled? It's just another day at MIT. Excellence is just a given. Some of the real life alumni that went to MIT includes Buzz Aldrin, a world-famous astronaut and only the second man to walk on the moon. Kofi Annan, the former Secretary General of the UN. And Shirley Jackson, the first black woman to earn her PhD there. Just to name a few. As I mentioned before, Tony Stark's fictional biography is he attended MIT. When we were first introduced to Riri in Black Panther 2, she was attending MIT. Remember this? And when Princess Shuri and General Okoye first show up, Riri thinks they're there for trouble in this hilarious scene. Vibranium cuts through anything. Back in 2017, MIT honored Riri Williams when they made a student recruiting video starring a real MIT African-American student. Without any further ado, here's that video that MIT made. And there she goes. Like I said, they made this video back in 2017 when the character was only about 1 year old, so she was brand new. As I stated, this video was created by MIT students that were currently there and alumni that used to go there as well. So what you're seeing now are the people that were responsible for making it, when they attended MIT, and what year they graduated in. It wasn't like Marvel had asked MIT to do this. They did this on their own, just showing how organically popular the character had become already. Next up is a red carpet interview with Dominique Thorne, the actress who plays Riri Williams.
Of course, you auditioned for this once before, and then this role came around, and not only a role in this movie, but knowing that you're going to and are filming your own Disney Plus series. What is it like having everything come full circle in that sense, and getting the opportunity to, give us a little tease of what Riri's doing here and then expand that more on the show?
It feels like evidence that God hears and answers prayers. That's what it feels like. It feels like if you do the work that you know in your soul that you are meant to do, that the evidence of that the efforts of that, the end product of that will make its way to you.
As you can see, she's a very lovely, intelligent young lady, and the chemistry between her and Shiri really worked. Black girl magic. In the comics, Riri meets Shiri for the first time in Ironheart number 9 in 2019, and that storyline concludes in issue number 12 of that same year. You get 2 black young female geniuses, which are great inspiration for our daughters in real life. Of course, there's going to be some trolls that are going to show up and say that Riri Williams is a woke replacement for Iron Man. Well, ask yourself this: is Bucky a replacement for Captain America, or any of the Robins a replacement for Batman? Have you ever thought it's just a new character to add to that universe? I mean, in the Spider-Man universe, you got the Spider-Verse, which has given us Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, also known as Ghost Spider, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, Hobie Brown Spider-Punk, Silk, Spider-This, Spider-That, Spider-This, Spider everywhere. But adding Ironheart to the Iron Man universe, oh, that's too much. Bruh, think about what you're saying sometime. You may not be an idiot, but what you're saying sounds pretty idiotic. Then there's the trolls that say, hey, Riri Williams can't be a hero. She's a thief, and she rolls with the Hood Gang. And they're a gang out here pulling heist. That's not a hero. That's not what a hero does. But here's Scott Lang Ant-Man, and when we first introduced to him, he's a thief, hanging out with a gang of thieves. He even went to prison for it. So Ant-Man is introduced as a thief, and it's okay. But Riri Williams is introduced as a thief, and that's too much. Once again, bruh, the hypocrisy. Make it make sense. And here's the truth. 99% of the trolls that are putting Riri on blast are not watching the show. They're not judging it on its artistic merit. They're bringing their right-wing political talking points into a discussion about an entertainment product where it does not belong. They are making a political critique and not an artistic critique. It's just grandstanding for attention. They're not even watching the show. So why are they even here? It's a dishonest argument. So there you have it. So in the comics, Tony Stark is very much alive. He mentored Riri Williams. The dude even married Emma Frost for a while, but that was annulled. As for the movies, which is a different universe, she's inspired by Tony Stark, but no one can really replace him. He's sort of like a surrogate father from a distance that she never knew that passed. So we got introduced to Riri Williams in Black Panther 2, also known as Wakanda Forever. And now we get to see Riri leading her own project in Ironheart, which is now live on Disney+. And I am absolutely here for it. So Riri Williams, also known as Ironheart, created by Brian Michael Bendis, honored by MIT. Be sure to subscribe and click on the bell for notifications while you're here. The Comic Power channel is in the business to make sure that black superheroes get their due. While you're here, be sure to see a previous video I made about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. She's another new genius African-American female character from Marvel who has her own animated web series also on Disney+. This is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye.